Today, we go over each and every piece of Ahsoka news to come out of Celebration 2022. Plus, I rip open my first carded figure ever, and yes, it's an Ahsoka figure. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. And it's all happening right now. This is a series dedicated to the myth, the canon, the action figures, and the future of Ahsoka Tano. Welcome to the Ahsoka Chronicles.
I know Jedi.
There was a ton of news coming from Star Wars Celebration this year, and I was there in person to experience it. The most anticipated panels coming out of Celebration was the Mandalorian Plus panel, and although it wasn't live streamed to the public, a lot of news has come from it and some massive reveals. The panel was led by none other than Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, talking about the show's past and what's to come for the new third season of The Mandalorian, which gets premiered on Disney Plus in February of 2023. It was then that Rosario Dawson came out on stage, and this being her first celebration, the crowd roared. It was time for Ahsoka news. And at the time of this panel, the new Ahsoka series has been in its third week of filming. But to everyone's delight, there was already footage and a teaser trailer for the lucky fans in attendance. And Disney and Lucasfilm want to keep it from the general public for now, and anyone sitting with cell phones or cameras at the audience was asked to not film, and also was asked to leave if their cameras were pointed to the stage. So no footage or stills from the teaser exists online right now, and there's no date set on when this teaser is going to air to the public, and any attempts to air this by people have been taken down. The teaser starts out with a shot of Ahsoka and Hera, characters from Star Wars Rebels, only live action of course, and a shot of a droid, which is most likely Huyang from the Clone Wars, who helps the youngling Padawans build their lightsabers. And the trailer ends with Sabine standing in front of the mural that was in the Star Wars Rebels series finale. That shot gave me chills. But the interesting thing is that the mural is in the art style of the Star Wars Rebels animation, so this may just be a placeholder so we don't get a spoiler into what the rest of the cast looks like just yet, but it is Sabine's art, so this can also make total sense. And this was such a powerful moment in the trailer, as this recreates the final scene in Rebels as Ahsoka and Sabine head out in search of Grand Admiral Thrawn, as well as their friend and Jedi, Ezra Bridger. Natasha Liu Bordizzo, who plays Sabine in Ahsoka, came out on stage as well to join everybody. And she looks exactly like Sabine. Rosario Dawson then called out for another cast member, and we were allowed to see the first live-action Chopper. He came out from the wings and made the sounds exactly like Chopper did. And his dome was moving just like Chopper, and had the small third wheel extension right there as well. It was a great representation of the live-action Chopper, and I can't wait to see how he does in the new Ahsoka series. And I think he's going to be a crowd favorite for new fans and old fans of Star Wars Rebels. And it's guessing at this point that Vanessa Marshall will be playing Hera, and we did see a small glimpse of Hera in the trailer, but only from the back. So we're gonna have to wait and see to confirm this. And at this celebration, we never got an official cast announcement for Ahsoka, and that's something that everyone was hoping for. But we're gonna have to wait for official news and footage coming from Disney. But when Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau spoke of The Mandalorian Season 3, we all can have no reason to believe that the story of Ahsoka and Luke will continue to be developed, and how they cross over into the events of The Mandalorian will yet to be seen, but I'm excited to see if that storyline progresses. And at the panel, Dave Filoni said that filming on Ahsoka was going better than expected. And Rosario Dawson stated that she is in it for the long haul, and I'm so excited for the casting choice that Disney made with Rosario. Rosario and Natasha did make an appearance at the Celebration live stage, and they got to talk about their characters and how they felt about playing those roles. Rosario did say that when doing the research of Ahsoka Tano, she did watch every single frame and episode of Rebels and Clone Wars to get the essence of the character. and to sense how the character moved and use that to get the movements right with their stunt coordinators. Rosario has said that how she and Dave approached that character was that she included the past of Ahsoka as memories, and Ahsoka is a different person now and is going on new adventures, and that it's those memories that Rosario has as a memory bank in history to pull from for her character. And that's a great starting point to have, a character that has this much history. And she briefly talked about the fan campaign that brought her the Ahsoka role and the story behind that, which we're going to get into a deep dive on another episode on that, but it was nice to hear Rosario dive into her thoughts on that fan campaign and how it felt to be cast as Ahsoka. Rosario did say that she likes playing Ahsoka because she's going through changes and maturing in front of the audience. She has flaws, she's working through relationships and her internal struggles. And she said that having Dave Filoni on set every day as a collaborator is remarkable and answers every question that they have about the characters and their journey. But as Jon Favreau stated in the Mandalorian Plus panel, he showed Dave how to trust his actors to be the best collaborators in this creative journey. And I'm glad that Jon is there to guide Dave into these characters of Ahsoka like that. And I believe Rosario is in good hands with Dave Filoni. And I believe that Rosario Dawson was the best choice as she is a phenomenal actor and artist. Another great announcement was that of the Star Wars Tales of the Jedi. And even though we've known about this since Christmas of 2021, this time the plots and visual style have been revealed, which is going to look much like the style of the Clone Wars animated series. The animated shorts are going to focus on the Jedi from the prequel era. And revealed was concept art for Count Dooku when he was a young Jedi, Qui-Gon Jinn as a young Jedi as well, with Liam Neeson voicing the character and reprising his role. We're also getting Ahsoka's origin story with Ahsoka's family. And in the official artwork still released by StarWars.com, we see her as a baby getting carried by who we can suspect is her mother. This series is being teased as being more visually stunning than the Clone Wars episodes of the past. And if you watch the last 4 episodes of the Clone Wars, The Siege of Mandalore, if they're going to try to top that, I can't wait to see what's in store for the animation of this series. And Dave Filoni said that he will once again be working alongside Ashley Eckstein, who is going to be reprising her role as the voice of Ahsoka Tano. So I'm really excited for that news. It all starts streaming on Disney Plus this fall. There were no new action figures announced for Ahsoka during Star Wars Celebration, but there were a ton of statues and collectibles from companies like Sideshow with some gorgeous Ahsoka pieces. So many beautiful art pieces of Ahsoka to choose from, and Hasbro was showcasing their figures as well. And I was able to buy 2 Ahsoka Funko Pops from the show floor. The Ahsoka 130 from 2016, a Hot Topic exclusive, and the 130 glow-in-the-dark version that was a 2017 Kamikaze Con exclusive. And Ashley Eckstein was there in person to lead a great Ahsoka fan meetup. Ahsoka lives in all of us for sure. And for all you Clone Wars fans, how cool was this moment?
And nice to meet you, Sky Guy.
But for now, let's go to part 2, my new Ahsoka pickups. Back in January of 2022, I pre-ordered the Star Wars Retro Collection version of Ahsoka Tano. The 3.75-inch figure comes with the Mandalorian package art from Ahsoka's appearance in Season 2. Obviously, this figure is in the retro style of the Kenner figures, reminiscent of the 1977 to 1985 figures from the original Star Wars saga. And as a vintage collector, I love this style, and obviously Hasbro is appealing to my generation of collecting, and I appreciate that completely. There is no cloth goods cape on this figure, which many collectors wish they had included with this, but that may have increased the price point on this from $11 to perhaps $20. But there are places online like Etsy where you can find custom Ahsoka capes to include with your figure. And when I ordered this from Amazon, it said that I was going to receive this in August of 2022, but it actually arrived on May 11th. So let's get to opening this. And first off, you want to be very, very careful on how you open these boxes, because sometimes Amazon or other sellers will put the card right on top, and if you cut into it, you're going to be cutting into your actual card. And if you're an in-the-box collector like me, you're gonna damage your card. So you want to gently perforate the top and then open it that way. Last time I got a carded figure delivered from Amazon, it was in a flimsy mailer. But this time they stepped up their game and they delivered it to me in a well-protected box. It was a little bit snug of a fit. I mean, this thing fits right in the box. So if it got bumped or crinkled, it would have damaged the card. And yep, right here in the corner, it is damaged. And when you're collecting these figures and when you're trying to collect this mint on card, you want these to be as close to a 90 as possible. And dings like this and scuffs along the bubble, if you're into grading or into making sure that these are as pristine as possible, those things are what the graders are gonna look at. It does have a little bow in there, as you can see right here. So this one, I would not send in for a grade. It was shipped in a box that just didn't give enough room for the card edges to breathe. The card art is very nice and does have that first portrayal of Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka Tano in The Mandalorian Season 2. And the back of the card art is very simplistic. So right here in the red is where they list who comes out in the series. I wish we would have gotten pictures like Kim Simmons did back in the day that shows you a nice grouping of what the series is. But we do get an image up here on the top that has the famous Star Wars logo with Luke and Leia, and Luke is holding his laser sword. So the back part of the card, I don't like very much, but this front part of the card I think is very, very beautiful. I think I'm more prone to opening this one, but to open it, I have to have another replacement. So let's just get rid of these. Now, this is my first buy from a toy shop that I found online on Instagram. And the total price with tax and shipping came out to $17.33. A lot of popcorn, a lot of protection, which is great. Oh yeah, this is packaged great. There's enough room on the sides that if this does get kicked, there's a lot of protection. So this is the size box that these figures should come in. And here's a comparison of the box that we got from Amazon and a box that we got from Bids and Buttons. This is how it should be sent, and I'm okay with paying a little bit extra to get this type of shipping. Just make sure there's nothing else in here. But here we go. Nicely protected inside bubble wrap. So looking at these cards side by side, the one that we just got, there is no phrase on the edges whatsoever. The bubble is not even scraped at all. It is a very, very clean and clear bubble. The card doesn't have any significant bending at all or bowing at all. And I'm just amazed on how clear and non-scuffed the bubble is from the one that we just got that was well protected. We're definitely gonna keep this one inside the box. And this is the one that we are gonna be opening right now. I haven't opened a carded figure seriously since 1986. And that was pretty much when I got my last Star Wars figures on card. So this is a big deal for me. I haven't ripped into one of these since then. So, so here we go. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm trying to be as careful as I can. All right, here it is. It's she's almost free. Oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. But there it is. Wow, and honestly, I did love that experience. I haven't done it in such a long time, and it did take me back to being a kid again, which is what this is all about. Even though I am a collector and I like collecting these in their pristine state, I did enjoy that. It did take me back to being a kid, so at least you guys got to witness that, which is special. Let's go over this action figure. The figure does come with the classic 5 points of articulation that the vintage Kenner figures came with. The figure feels very well made and in the high quality and feel of the vintage Kenner figures. And if this was released in 1985, it would have fit right in with the rest of the Kenner line for sure. The paint application of the face, liku, and belt are very well designed, and the mold fits very well with your appearance from The Mandalorian. She comes with her 2 lightsabers, and again, these are molded in the fashion of the early 80s lightsabers from Kenner. And here's a comparison of the Luke Skywalker saber to Ahsoka's white sabers. The hilts are curved like Ahsoka's Shoto sabers, and this is a very nice design touch that's unique to this figure and much like Count Dooku sabers. And I'm really going to enjoy displaying this next to my fully carded Ahsoka retro figure, and I think that this is a great addition to my Ahsoka collection. So let's mark these 2 figures off of our list. So thanks for joining me on reliving all the news that came out of Celebration focused on Ahsoka. And honestly, I can't wait to see that trailer in all its glory. And in the next episode, we're gonna go over my conversation with Ashley Eckstein. Plus, we get an amazing Ahsoka Tano piece, and this is my first delve into the Gentle Giant collecting. So join me for that as we explore the myth, the canon, the toys, the future, and the universe of Ahsoka Tano. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. It does support the channel. And please subscribe so you can see more Star Wars content. And as always, my friends, thank you, and I will see you next time. If you're new to the channel, check out the welcome video, or just check out the next episode. And please subscribe if you want to follow the journey. And remember, there is no shame in being a Padawan.
I am no Jedi.